Plenty of us enjoy a glass of wine or two while we're winding down at night. But what if it's an everyday occurrence? Would you believe that your favorite Cabernet might help keep you cancer-free? Keep watching for all the details of this beloved beverage. If you feel more relaxed after a glass of vino, it's not just the wine buzz. Your body, including your blood vessels, is also relaxing on a physiological level. A 2019 study published in Circulation noted that resveratrol, a powerful antioxidant found in red wine, is a vasodilator. This means it causes blood vessels to enlarge, which in turn lowers blood pressure, according to the Mayo Clinic. And if you've already been diagnosed with high blood pressure, drinking wine could lower your risk for serious complications such as heart attack or stroke. A 2004 study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that moderate wine drinkers with high systolic blood pressure were 23 to 37% less likely to die than individuals who are heavy wine drinkers or preferred beer. Drinking too much and too often, however, can elevate blood pressure. According to the Mayo Clinic, having more than 3 drinks in one sitting temporarily raises your blood pressure, but repeated binge drinking can lead to long-term increases.
I like to think about what was going on the year the grapes were growing, how the sun was shining.
Heart disease is a big problem in the United States. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, more than 18 million Americans have coronary artery disease, or CAD, the most common type of heart disease. Heart disease is the leading cause of death in the United States, claiming the lives of approximately 655,000 Americans annually. One of the most enjoyable ways to reduce your risk for heart disease appears to be drinking red wine. The Mayo Clinic explained that it's the antioxidant polyphenols, particularly resveratrol in red wine, that are most likely behind red wine's apparent heart healthiness. Resveratrol raises HDL, or good cholesterol, and lowers LDL, or bad cholesterol, protects the lining of blood vessels, and may prevent blood clots. Alcohol of any type may provide similar benefits when consumed in moderation. The Mayo Clinic cautioned, however, that studies on resveratrol have shown mixed results. This powerful antioxidant can be found in other non-alcoholic foods that don't carry any of the risks associated with alcohol. Another fringe benefit of consuming antioxidant-rich red wine is a potential decrease in risk for type 2 diabetes. In a 2013 study published in Clinical Nutrition, participants consumed a standardized amount of regular red wine with the alcohol removed, and gin during 4-week periods. The researchers found that although fasting blood glucose levels remained the same throughout the experiment, fasting insulin levels were significantly lower when participants consumed either the regular or de-alcoholized red wine. Fasting insulin levels are a good indicator of how well the body responds to insulin's effects. Higher fasting values indicate insulin resistance, a precursor to type 2 diabetes. These results suggest that it's the polyphenol compounds in red wine, not the alcohol itself, that improve insulin sensitivity. If you're not a big fan of yogurt or sauerkraut, you'll be thrilled to hear that the polyphenols in your nightly glass of red wine could be doing just as much as these other fermented foods to support a healthy gut microbiome. According to a 2016 paper published in Current Opinions in Gastroenterology, the gut microbiome is an ecosystem of billions of microorganisms, mostly bacteria, that resides in your large intestine. It performs a number of functions, including helping to break down food, producing certain vitamins, and protecting the body against foodborne pathogens. Everyone's gut microbiome is unique, but for optimal health, it's important that this collection of microorganisms be large and diverse.
And I never drink wine.
A 2018 paper published in Food Research International found that not only can the polyphenols in grapes and red wine have a positive influence on the number and types of beneficial bacteria in our intestines, but the microbiome can also play a role in how much of the polyphenols we consume get absorbed. A 2012 study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition concluded that the polyphenols in red wine may act as a type of prebiotic, essentially serving as food for our friendly bacteria. Move over, carrot juice. There's a much tastier beverage option that supports eye health. The resveratrol in red wine appears to protect your peepers from age-related damage. The authors of a paper published in 2016 in Nutrients argued that because resveratrol has powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties, it can protect the body, including the eyes, from oxidative stress. Oxidative stress has been linked to a number of age-related eye conditions, including glaucoma, cataracts, diabetic retinopathy, and macular degeneration. Keep in mind that resveratrol is found in several other foods like dark chocolate, which may provide the benefits of this polyphenol without the potential downsides of alcohol. Research suggests that wine may be a powerful love potion for both men and women. In a 2009 study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine, researchers divided 798 Italian women into 3 groups: non-drinkers, daily moderate red wine drinkers, which means 1 to 2 glasses, and those who drink more than 2 glasses of red wine daily, drink other types of wine or alcohol daily, or only drink occasionally. Participants completed a self-reported assessment of sexual behavior and satisfaction. The moderate daily red wine drinkers had the highest overall scores, as well as the highest scores related to desire and vaginal lubrication. But wine isn't a magic bullet for female sexual health. There were no differences between the 3 groups when it came to scores related to sexual arousal, satisfaction, pain, and orgasm. Red wine can also help men out in the bedroom. A 2016 study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that high intake of flavonoids reduced erectile dysfunction in men under 70 by approximately 11 to 16%. While the researchers didn't look specifically at red wine, it's an excellent source of flavonoids. A glass of wine each night could keep you mentally sharp well into old age. A 2004 meta-analysis published in Biological Research concluded that light to moderate drinking, defined as 1 to 3 drinks per day, was associated with a lower risk in dementia and vascular dementia specifically. But wine is likely not unique among adult beverages when it comes to warding off cognitive decline. The paper's authors found no evidence that the relation between alcohol and dementia varied by type of alcoholic beverage. An article published in the British Medical Journal in 2018 confirmed that light to moderate drinkers appear less likely to get dementia than either non-drinkers or heavy drinkers, but cautioned that most of the studies these findings are based on didn't follow participants for very long and didn't account for factors such as sex and ethnicity. According to the Alzheimer's Association, more than 6 million Americans have Alzheimer's disease, the most common type of dementia. 1 in 3 seniors will die with some form of dementia, and deaths from Alzheimer's have increased 145% since 2000. Regularly drinking moderate amounts of wine could keep the blues at bay, but the connection between alcohol and mental health is complex. In a 2013 study published in BMC Medicine, researchers followed 5,505 men and women at high risk for depression for up to 7 years. They found that those who consume moderate amounts of alcohol were less likely to be diagnosed with depression, and those who drank 2 to 7 glasses of wine a week were the best off. But as WebMD pointed out, alcohol and depression often go hand in hand. Approximately 1/3 of those with major depression also have an alcohol use problem. Depressed teens and women are especially likely to abuse alcohol. While these individuals may drink as a way to try to escape the pain and sadness they're feeling, alcohol only worsens depression symptoms. Heavy drinking also increases your risk for depression. Those with certain genetic factors may be particularly susceptible to both alcohol abuse and depression. If you're struggling with symptoms of depression or substance abuse, SAMHSA's National Helpline is available 24/7, 365 to provide assistance. Perhaps one of the biggest controversies surrounding wine is its impact on cancer risk. The National Cancer Institute considers alcohol a carcinogen and noted that there is a strong scientific consensus that alcohol drinking can cause several types of cancer. The link between alcohol and cancer is strongest for liver cancer, head and neck cancer, esophageal cancer, breast cancer, and colorectal cancer.
This toxin is there for everybody to consume, and nobody's warning you.
While alcohol has been linked to decreased risk for cancer of the kidneys and non-Hodgkin lymphoma, the NCI cautions that the risks of alcohol outweigh any protective benefits against these conditions. When it comes to red wine specifically, although the NCI acknowledged that many studies have investigated whether the antioxidant resveratrol can decrease cancer risk, no association has been found for either prostate or colorectal cancer. But a 2014 article published in Science Daily suggested that the resveratrol in red wine may in fact reduce the risk for head and neck cancer. Alcohol causes damage to cells, and as cellular damage builds up with frequent or heavy drinking, the chances that one of those damaged cells will become cancerous increases. As an antioxidant, resveratrol helps the body destroy these alcohol-damaged cells before they can become cancerous. If drinking wine or any alcohol really leaves you feeling congested, you may be sensitive to histamine. According to Healthline, histamine is a chemical produced by the body and found in some foods. It triggers the release of stomach acid to aid digestion and is part of the body's immune response after an injury or allergic reaction.
I need some stomach acid, Jack, and I need lots of it.
Oh, no, please give me a break.
The enzyme diamine oxidase, or DAO, breaks down histamine, but some people either have a DAO deficiency or have an imbalance in their gut bacteria that leads to a buildup of more histamine than their DAO levels can handle. These individuals are histamine intolerant, and when histamine levels get too high, it can cause a number of unpleasant symptoms, including nasal congestion and sinus problems. Other symptoms include headaches, fatigue, nausea, and digestive issues. Severe cases of histamine intolerance can lead to high blood pressure, difficulty regulating body temperature, irregular heartbeat, and dizziness. According to a 2007 study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, 1% of the population is histamine intolerant. Unfortunately for wine lovers, alcohol is both high in histamine and blocks the action of DAO, according to Histamine Intolerance Awareness. While wine contains plant compounds that may have some real health benefits, the bottom line is that wine is still alcohol, and there's plenty of research that indicates even a small amount of alcohol can wreak havoc on your liver. According to the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center, drinking alcohol can lead to a number of liver issues. Alcoholic hepatitis results in inflammation of the liver, which, over time, can lead to cirrhosis, which is permanent damage to the liver cells.
I need another one of these drinky poos, okay?
Coming up. Jimmy, I think she's actually had enough to drink. Thank you very much.
No, I haven't.
Women appear to be more susceptible than men to alcohol-induced liver damage. And because everyone's sensitivity to alcohol is different, there's no one-size-fits-all recommendation when it comes to how much alcohol is safe to drink on a daily or weekly basis. It's also important to remember that the polyphenols in wine that give it its reputation as a healthy adult beverage are also found in many non-alcoholic options. Green and black tea, nuts, and beans are among them. In fact, ounce for ounce, many of these foods contain more polyphenols than red wine. Getting these powerful antioxidants sans alcohol is the safest bet for your liver. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more Health Digest videos about all your favorite stuff is coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.